Forget your boring commute, day in and day out, the same monotonous routine, the same traffic jams, the same scenery. It's time to break free from the mundane and embrace the extraordinary. Imagine this: sunrise over the Serengeti. The sky painted in hues of orange and pink, the air crisp and filled with the sounds of nature waking up. This is not just a scene, it's a feeling, an experience that stays with you forever. Elephants kicking up dust as you navigate a dirt track. These majestic creatures, so close you can almost reach out and touch them, remind you of the wild, untamed beauty of Africa. This is Africa, the ultimate destination for adventurers with a thirst for the open road. The vast landscapes, the diverse wildlife, and the sense of freedom that comes with exploring uncharted territories. But before you swap your daily grind for the roar of the wild, your car needs to be as tough as the terrain. It's not just about having a vehicle, it's about having the right vehicle, one that can handle the rugged paths and unpredictable conditions. Get ready, because we're about to turn your trusty vehicle into an African adventure machine. From reinforced tires to extra fuel tanks, every modification is a step towards ensuring your journey is as smooth as possible. I remember my first time driving across the Sahara, the endless dunes, the scorching sun, and the sense of isolation. It was both terrifying and exhilarating. Absolute nightmare. Forgot my spare tire. Imagine being stranded in the middle of nowhere with no help in sight. It's a lesson in preparedness that I'll never forget. And the water. Learned that lesson the hard way, let me tell you. Dehydration is no joke, especially in the harsh desert climate. Always carry more water than you think you'll need. But that's part of the adventure, isn't it? Overcoming challenges, experiencing the raw beauty of this incredible continent. Every obstacle is a story, every challenge a memory. But with a bit of preparation, you can avoid my mistakes and have the time of your life. Plan ahead, pack wisely, and embrace the journey. The ultimate road trip awaits, and it's going to be unforgettable. First things first, we need to give your engine some love. Your car is your lifeline out there, and it deserves the best care you can give it. Think of it as prepping for a marathon. You wouldn't run one without proper training, right? African heat can be brutal, so a full service is non-negotiable. Oil change? Obviously. New air filter? Absolutely. Check the coolant too. The scorching temperatures can push your engine to its limits, and you don't want to be caught off guard. Make sure your fluids are topped up and your filters are clean. This isn't just routine maintenance, it's survival prep. The last thing you want is your engine overheating in the middle of nowhere. Imagine being stranded under the relentless sun with no shade in sight. It's not just inconvenient, it's dangerous. Overheating can lead to severe engine damage, and in the savannah, help isn't always just around the corner. And don't even think about skimping on the quality of parts. Your car's performance is only as good as the components you use. High-quality parts are designed to endure extreme conditions, and in the savannah, that's exactly what you'll face. We're talking top-notch stuff here, built to withstand the harshest conditions. Heavy-duty parts can handle the rough terrain and high temperatures, ensuring your vehicle remains reliable throughout your journey. Trust me, a few extra quid now will save you a world of pain down the road. Investing in quality parts might seem costly up front, but it's a small price to pay for peace of mind. Think of it as an insurance policy against breakdowns and costly repairs, literally. Remember that time I tried to save a few bucks on brake pads? It was a lesson learned the hard way. Skimping on essential components can lead to catastrophic failures. Disaster. Ended up careening off a cliff. It was a terrifying experience that could have been avoided with proper maintenance and quality parts. Luckily, I landed in a pile of dung. Soft landing, but smelly. It was a messy reminder that cutting corners isn't worth the risk. So gear up properly, and your journey through the savannah will be a lot smoother and safer. Right, let's talk storage. You'll need space for supplies, camping gear, and maybe even a spare jerry can or two. Roof rack? Essential. Get one that's sturdy and can handle a bit of rough and tumble. And don't forget those bungee cords. Nothing worse than your luggage taking a flying leap into the bush. Inside the car, think practical. Those fancy leather seats? Cover them up, mate. Canvas seat covers are your new best friend. And invest in some decent storage organisers. Keeps everything tidy and stops your snacks from ending up under the spare tyre. Again, don't ask. Now for the fun part, tyres. Forget those low-profile city slicker tyres. We're talking about proper off-road beasts here. Think chunky tread patterns, reinforced sidewalls, and enough grip to climb a mountain. Okay, maybe not a mountain, but you get the idea. Remember that time I tried to tackle the Namib Desert on standard tyres? Let's just say I spent more time digging myself out of sand than actually driving. Not my finest hour. So trust me on this one. Invest in the right tyres. Your sanity will thank you. Section 5, suspension solutions, conquering bumps and ruts in style. Next up, suspension. African roads can be, shall we say, character building. Think potholes the size of small cars and corrugations that could shake a tank to pieces. So, a bit of suspension love is in order. Now, I'm not saying you need to turn your car into a monster truck, but a lift kit and some heavy-duty shocks will make your life a whole lot smoother, literally. You'll be gliding over those bumps while other poor sods are rattling their teeth out. And trust me, a comfortable ride makes all the difference on a long journey. Section 6. The lay of the land, understanding Africa's diverse roads. Let's talk terrain. Africa's roads are as diverse as the continent itself. One minute you're cruising on smooth tarmac, the next you're wrestling with rocky tracks, sandy trails or muddy quagmires. Knowing what to expect is half the battle. Do your research. Get a good map, talk to other overlanders and plan your route carefully. If you're heading into the Sahara, be prepared for endless sand dunes. Venturing into the Congo Basin, expect dense jungle and muddy tracks. The key is to be prepared for anything. Section 7. A symphony of steel, upgrading your suspension for the challenge. Remember those heavy-duty shocks we talked about? They're crucial for handling the diverse terrain. Upgrading your suspension isn't just about comfort, it's about safety and keeping your vehicle in one piece. Think of it like this. Your suspension is the unsung hero of your adventure. It absorbs the impact of rough roads, keeps your tyres in contact with the ground, and ensures you don't end up bouncing off the savannah like a runaway bouncy castle. And nobody wants that. Section 8. Essential extras. Gearing up for unexpected adventures. Now let's talk about the fun stuff, gadgets and gizmos. A long-range fuel tank is a must-have. Trust me, you don't want to be stranded in the middle of nowhere with an empty tank. A good GPS system is essential too, especially if you're venturing off the beaten track. And don't forget the essentials. A comprehensive first aid kit, a decent toolkit, a tyre pressure gauge, and a good old-fashioned map and compass. Because sometimes technology fails and you need to rely on the old ways, and maybe a spare alternator belt just in case. Section 9. Pre-trip checklist, dotting your I's and crossing your T's. Before you hit the road, give your car a thorough once-over. This isn't just a quick glance. Take your time to ensure everything is in top shape. A well-prepared vehicle can save you from unexpected troubles down the road. Check the tyre pressure, fluids, lights and brakes. These are the basics, but they are crucial. Proper tyre pressure ensures better fuel efficiency and a smoother ride. Checking fluids like oil, coolant and windshield washer fluid can prevent engine overheating and maintain visibility. Make sure your spare tyre is in good condition and that you know how to change it. A flat tyre can happen any time, and knowing how to replace it can save you hours of waiting for roadside assistance. Practice changing a tyre in your driveway so you're confident if the need arises. Trust me, you don't want to be that person on the side of the road with a flat tyre and no clue what to do. It's not just inconvenient, it can be dangerous, especially on busy highways or remote areas. Always have a roadside emergency kit with essentials like a jack, lug wrench and reflective triangles. And don't forget the paperwork. Having your documents in order is just as important as the mechanical check. Keep your car insurance papers, vehicle registration and driver's license easily accessible. These documents are often required during routine checks or in case of an accident. Make sure your insurance is up to date, you have all the necessary visas and any other travel documents you might need. Double-check the expiration dates and ensure everything is valid for the duration of your trip. It's better to handle these details at home rather than facing issues on the road. And you've notified your bank that you'll be traveling. This is crucial to avoid any disruptions in your financial transactions. Informing your bank about your travel plans can prevent your card from being flagged for suspicious activity, ensuring you have access to your funds when you need them. The last thing you want is to be denied entry at the border or have your credit card declined in the middle of nowhere. These situations can be stressful and time-consuming. By taking these precautions, you can focus on enjoying your journey without unnecessary interruptions. Remember, preparation is key to a smooth and enjoyable trip. Section 10. Adventure calls, embracing the open road in Africa. So there you have it. Your car is prepped, your bags are packed, and you're itching to hit the road. Africa awaits with all its beauty, challenges, and unforgettable experiences. Remember, preparation is key, But don't let it overshadow the adventure. Embrace the unexpected, be prepared to adapt, and most importantly, have fun. This is Africa, the land of adventure, where memories are made and stories are born. Now go out there and create your own epic tale. Just remember to pack a spare tire this time. And the water, seriously,